Hey, this is Mike from Junkie on Crafts and Builds, and this is the impressions and unboxing video of the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 110, Cobra HISS Fire Team 788. So here we have the front of the box with this really amazing looking drawing of the three members of the fire team, the Cobra HISS officer, the range viper, and the infantryman. It is in that same theme that we got from the HASLab HISS tank in regards to this lovely drawing, and the tone between the reds and the blacks and the grays really invoke that sinister nature that is Cobra. So like I said, it is number 110 in the group. Here we have the one side just simply showing Cobra HISS 788. On the other side here, we have another really amazing image of these three Cobras. And like I said, it's number 110. And on the back of the box, we continue with that motif that we had with the Cobra HISS tank in regards to each of the figures is laid out here in this really cool red line work on a black background with a gray Cobra symbol in the back of it. We've got all these accessories and blast effects that go with it. So let's just go ahead and get these guys out of the box. So I just want to show how they were packaged real quick. We have these clear plastic ties across all three of the figures, and their feet are encased inside this cardboard portion of the liner. We also have their accessory box. Note that everything now is aligned in regards to the handles at the top. The HISS team name is straight and right side up, so to speak. On the back we have 110. And unlike the other waves, which the box opened up to the top, the box is open from the side only. So that's something different maybe moving forward with the rest of the team. Now inside the box we have 1, 2, 3 packages. So now that we've gone through that, let's get the figures out of their packaging. So before we get to the figures, let's go through the blast effects. And these are items we've seen before twice now with the Viper 3-pack and the Valkyrie 2-pack. We have this translucent, soft, pliable rubber for some of these spread shots, a focus shot. We have a smoke effect here. And we have these laser effects now. So with these effects pieces here, we've seen them before in like a red and yellow. But here it's more like a laser effect where it's kind of translucent clear and goes into this blue paint. So we have 2 of those. We also have the same effect in this multi round blast. Final 2 effects pieces we've seen with scrap iron, and that is a pair of like plumes to show like a rocket or missile launching. So again, that's all shiny translucent plastic, kind of pinkish red here, painted, transition to like a white eggshell color. So really cool. So again, we're going to start off here with the Cobra HISS officer, and he is a repaint, very well done repaint, and I have him here all kitted up. So let's just go ahead and do a quick 180 and see what all he has. So we start out here with this, laser pistol that we've seen before. It has a removable magazine. No big surprise there with things. We also have the assault rifle that we've seen with the Valkyries and the Snow Serpents. And while I always thought this was such a small rifle for the Snow Serpents, this is kind of appropriate for him. As you can tell, again, we are victim of a little bit of bendable weapons here. A little bit of a curve. We have our little backpack piece here. Again, be aware this is just kind of like what we had before, a very soft, pliable rubber. So when you're putting it into the backpack, be gentle so you don't stress it or anything, but it does slide right in. And you can take the laser pistol here, sans magazine, just lay that to the side, and that will slide right in, he says, to the backpack. It's not a great fit. Again, it's not really made for either one of these weapons. And just to double check, I will put this assault rifle in. Maybe that's the one that will fit a little bit better. Not really. So, like I said, not really made for these weapons, but you know, they're there if you wish. And the assault rifle does have a removable magazine as well. We've got a sheath here for a knife, and we have what I think is the smallest knife ever. Again, this kind of makes me wonder, I mean, all this goodness that you have, and this is what you kind of do with it. I think this is something we saw with the Snow Serpent as well. There's this little small blade in a big sheath. We have a handgun here, pistol, but you know, it's typical handgun. Fits in without a problem here on this guy's pliable hands and pliable weapon. There you go. And all three weapons are blast effect compatible, so you can put in here this blast effect as we put it in gently, and now he is directing and shooting and shooting and directing. And that is all the accessories for this guy, but I really want to point out this helmet. It's a red with a shiny red emblem here on the front, and a really nice glossy black around the helmet with 788 across the one side here. Just really looks good, matches well. He's not very glossy, except like I said, for the red kneecaps and the forearm guards that are red. So this black really stands out with them. Pretty cool. I'm not going to really go through articulation. You know what we have here. Like I said, not as bad mold degradation as we've seen with most recently the Python Patrol Officer reissue. You can see like the hips and stuff here doesn't really set flush like it does here with the HISS officer, but not bad. Not a bad figure at all. So now that we've got through the officer, let's go to the Range Viper next. Next figure in the fire team here is the Range Viper. And as many have attested with the first round of this guy, he is really, really awesome. Comes with a lot of really cool accessories, and the aesthetic of him really, really shines and really comes out in this dark red and black and gray color scheme. So we have him here with everything except for his pistol. Here he is, like I said, all kitted out. Blast effect on his assault rifle here. This did come in a cardboard sheath to protect it, but it's still a little bit bent here by the barrel, but not truly noticeable. Looks really, really good. We have pretty much everything that came with the original Range Viper is here, just in a slightly different deco. So we have the axe, unfortunately warped. We have the sai here in this pack, which I really don't like how this is placed, because that's just calling for it to get bent. But all in all, nice. It's just a black plastic. Like I said, the assault rifle here, same as what we've seen before. And again, the ammo box comes out, so not bad. Still prefer to put him with a Valaverse assault rifle. Next, we have his handgun. Very simple, black plastic with an extended magazine, molded, blast effect compatible. We have his range pack here with air canister in the back. Again, all nicely, we got a nice little deco here. And then we have the integrated storage for the grenade launcher. And just like the first one, it is basically useless. Final two pieces of accessories. We have the bandolier, which is actually molded to fit really well across the body. So that's a nice little add-on. And then we have this little red neckerchief that just separates in the back and slides right around. So let's talk about aesthetics. The red and black on this guy looks really sharp, really menacing. It's a slight metallic glint here to the black that is adorning this skull. Then it goes to this matte black and red, and then the gray for the simulated brain. Like I said before, he has a 788 here on the shoulder. The Semper Fidelis Serpentis here in the center of his chest, as well as on this shoulder here. Yeah, like I said, most of the articulation is identical to what we've seen before. All the joints are really nice. The butterfly is a good addition. As a repaint and reuse, it's very effective, and I think he will look really sharp in front of the HISS tank. So for the final member of the fire team, we're going to go out with a bang, quite literally. This is the infantryman, and as you can see here, he is basically a heavy armor specialist. Not a bad reuse. It looks cool, you know. I wish some of these blast effects were made for the HISS tank, but that's just another small criticism on my end. It doesn't take away from the fact that this is a very cool and well-decoed figure. So as you can see here, I have him with the blast effect launching off one of his rockets here. So let me start taking this apart so we can start looking at the figure a little bit better. I would be careful with these, just like with scrap iron. You start rubbing these too much, they're gonna start peeling away with the paint here. But we have, again, Bazooka's bazooka. Nothing different other than the paint deco and the PVC that it's in. Again, slightly bent around here in the shaft, but yeah. And the piece pulls back around. You can slide a rocket in the back, slide it in the front, shoot it out. You know the deal. Next thing we know, we got his backpack. So you guys let me know, which way do you store your rockets for Bazooka and for this character if you get it? But yeah, I mean, the backpack is nothing we haven't seen before. Still nicely decoed. Again, of the three, this is the strongest pin to go with the infantryman, which we will look at right now. And yeah, again, the other call out here, the striking thing with this guy is the deco. And with this guy, it is the glossy black that adorns this figure all over. Starting with the top of this helmet, I mean, this is just a bit nice glossy black look here. Let's get a little closer for you guys. Again, this glossy black with the dark maroon across the band here with 788 in black. Nicely done, fits quite snugly upon the guy's head here. No real smudges on any of these figures other than the one I pointed out with the officer. The kneecap and shin guards are glossy, as well as the forearm and hands. So again, no degradation on this guy either. So looks really good. I really like the breakdown and of the red and the black on this guy. I think of the three, he is my favorite deco. All in all, really, really good set. I'm really pleased, but let's just go ahead and get these guys in position to do their jobs, and that is to be with the HISS tank. So let's get that guy. And here's just a quick setup of the fire team with the HASLab, HISS tank driver, tactician, and gunner. And man, this grouping together, it looks menacing. I love it. The blacks and the reds all match up pretty well. Again, with the fire team with a little bit of that darker maroon, really kind of giving some depth, and it matches slightly with the tampos here on the HISS tank. If you haven't seen my live stream that I did, I was probably about an hour and a half just messing around with this thing. Thanks to Dave, True Star Screamer, for helping me out with being the moderator while I was just playing with my toys. And this fire team just really complements this set all the more. This is the grouping, man. This is the team that is gonna rain holy hell on the Joes. So final impressions of the HISS tank fire team. Overall, I'm very pleased. Some minor nitpicks. Weapons, we're still getting bent PVC plastic. Main culprit is, again, this horrible grenade launcher with the range viper, which is absolutely useless, especially since this team of three retails for $79.99. So if you are trying to army build this guy, this is a pretty this isn't a cheap set to start army building. So that's everything I have right now. If you get a chance, like I said, or if you already have the HISS tank team, I hope you find it as pleasurable as I have, and you know, enjoy your collection. It's yours, no one else's. Don't listen to what everyone else says about things. It's your money, do with it as you wish. So that's everything. I will talk to you guys soon. Later.